Wow, what's the name of that
Two
piece?
dudes right here. I haven't given any of them a name.
Okay.
It was actually, I had a time like for the church where I was a pacifist, and so that's really what it was. And I mean, it was kind of neat because the actual character, he was wearing like a scarf and all this stuff, but he was like in the middle of Hawaii, but he was burning them, so it's kind of neat to me. So I put the two characters in there, and then you got the urban guy in the background. I mean, I had a time where I would give talks to my group home about the rules and regulations, so it was a symbolization of being misunderstood. You know, you got this elephant with a hat, and he's unstable, so that's what this is kind of explaining. And then the umbrella should really be covering them, I mean, from all the damage of the environment, but and again, it's about to fall out of his mouth. Another thing, I was real big on church, so I had a point where when I had like that same year I was a pacifist, I was a vegetarian for a year. It was all for the church, and pretty much it shows how at one point I went from like being this big, powerful, peaceful dude to like having to really hold it together. Then I realized the only way I could was through prayer, and then even in the end when I was honorary, I was able to make it. You know. This piece was a piece, a sketch that I had actually started for a bigger painting. It's a big, big painting. And it shows how the difference between being part of nature, which is right here, like the hay and the seed, and then a higher made hay hat to going from that into an urban style, which is a lower hat with a cigarette, you know, and then at the same time it shows like how when you're by yourself and you're trying to make it, you have music, and then you're really involved with nature, and then when you're in the urban, everything is confused and not as well put together.
Okay. We're talking with Joshua Johnson, one of our featured students here with AMP Community Arts Program, and he's showing some of his pieces right now. How you doing, Josh?
I'm alright.
All right, good, great. So where did we leave off?
With this piece actually was a piece I had done in 8th grade. My aunt had just had surgery on her back, and she would always have talks with us, and she would always say there was a lot we didn't understand. And so instead of always like trying to block her out, you know, I actually did a piece to try to understand what she was talking about. And so the character is blank, it shows no emotion, but he's a really athletic guy, and he has a cane because he can't move. You know, so that was me trying to understand what she was saying through my art and what I do. And then I have one last piece that I can show you, which is actually right here. I would need to lay this one down, actually. Started this one, actually, end of last year, beginning of this year. it was a sign. I had a girlfriend at the time, and we was going through a lot. And you know how they always talk about Cupid and romance. So it was me pinning my feelings of this feminine guy into a masculine form of love. And I mean, a lot of people trying to find words to define or explain love, though you can't find it. So I mean, he's kind of lost. Here he is. Like I say, he's this powerful guy, but at the same time, he's lost and confused. So I never actually finished the piece. It's still a work in progress. But yeah.
Very good. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Thanks,
all.
Josh, for sharing that with us.
Yes, sir.